Hello, everyone, and welcome to Get Folked.
That was a lovely tune, Andy. that was a lovely song.
And guess what? That's as good as it gets. That's
Go away, yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Get Folked, casual listening podcast anchored in our love of folk music, but enough slack on the line to take you into Berlin, Limerick, and that's it.
That's it. We're not going beyond.
That's not this week. You can all fucking stay at home this week.
It's too hot. It's too hot to go anywhere. Yeah, welcome to this week's episode of the Get Folked podcast. As always, you can find us on Substack, which is the home of the podcast. So do feel free to subscribe and support the podcast in that way. And you can also find the podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and on YouTube. And they've all got their own buttons you can press and whatever, and it'll all be good.
He'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We believe in you. You made it here, so that means you know something about the internet.
Yeah, exactly. All the good stuff.
All the good stuff. Yeah. How are you, man?
Good, great. Fantastic. Very good. I mean, wrecked.
Your back. Sunshine. You look backs to the wall, Ed. Your back's to the wall.
No, it's so hot that I don't think the Irish people are built for the heat.
Certainly not yourself. Certainly, it's just we're just going on body type. Just I'm looking at you and I'm going, that man will
body
burn.
Type. Oh, as in
skin type.
Gene. Yeah,
I imagine you have to be very wary heading out to that.
I'm very generous to myself with the Factor 50.
And the hat is just like,
and the hat.
Jeez,
they all said I wouldn't wear the hat when I bought that ridiculous looking cowboy hat. They all said I wouldn't wear it, but guess what, Andy?
Slowly becoming
saving my dome.
People asking when you turn up to things, it's like, where's the hat? It's like you've ceased to exist in people's minds, and now all that exists is the hat.
Yeah,
fuck it.
It's getting a lot of use.
Nice.
I've gotten protective of it as well, and like I had it down the footwell of a car, and someone sat into the passenger seat, and they like to put their fucking foot on my. Not fair enough. The footwell is not the place for your hat, but it was a kind of a situation where I was like, well, I had to make room for the person. I put it in the footwell,
and they just put their foot in your hat.
I had to reprimand them.
Hat law.
I doled out a reprimand.
Hat law. What's
that was a hanging offense.
I'll tell you what I did. I thought really bad thoughts for ages.
I got myself a posse, and we went to town.
Actually, you know what? Since you have a hat,
you're an ass, and I'm not. That's what I say to people who ask me that question.
What did I say? What did I can't remember.
You know what?
You know what? Oh, you're an ass.
Or guess what? Guess what? Is the other one. You're an ass, and I'm not.
Well,
there. Now make it ass.
No,
what yours?
Because you have a hat, and our good friend and the Al Redden, from Virtual Greyhound success fame, he has a hat, and I kind of got jealous of your hats.
What kind of hat has he got?
He's kind of got a fisherman's hat, I guess you call it.
I'm going to have to get into this with him.
It's a bowl. It's rounded. So it's not a cowboy hat, but it's got the rim all the way around. So I guess kind of Australian, but it's more fisherman. Like you could definitely stick a couple of like fly hooks and things like that into.
Nice. It doesn't have any of the corks hanging out of it like the Australians, though, I presume, does it?
No corks. Just.
They actually do that? That seems really annoying. I doubt it. Actually, I say one guy did that.
I think
someone from Hollywood saw it and they were like, "Whoa."
Yeah, actually, I never actually questioned why. I guess it's because look how much wine we've drank.
Flies, I would say.
What, keep the corks keep the flies away?
Maybe, yeah, just swinging around there.
like fucking Iron Man for flies. Just.
I don't know. I can't think of any logical reason. But then again, a lot of Australians I've met And I do have an affinity for Australians, but a lot of Australians I've met are fucking crazy, like bananas. Um, Whatever's in the water down there, I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
We sent them our genetic best. To be fair,
we did, and that's just
we gave them every
a
chance.
cocktail of just nothing but glory. Sure, look at them in the Olympics. Sure, they're great, aren't they? I don't know.
The breakdancing.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Nobody thought of that, but she had to be somewhat Irish.
Yeah. But certainly
so,
dance like an Irish person.
I've never actually seen her thing. I never actually saw it.
You've probably seen so many parodies of it that it's quite close.
Okay,
and you don't have to parody it that hard.
Yes, just attempt parody of breakdancing, and you'll find yourself there. But I bought
the Corks. Yeah,
I did. Not this hat. I have bought this hat.
I hope it's not the one you're wearing, because I was like, that was not a big enough departure to warrant mention.
No, it was a fucking gorgeous. It was. I went to an actual camping shop, and I was like, I'm going to treat myself to a sun hat now, a nice sun, like a kind of a sun hat. But so I bought one that was kind of more leaning towards Al's a little bit, and not yours. I have to say that there wasn't a lot of choice of cowboy hats in this camping store for some reason. The Germans are not big on cowboy hats when they're out hiking. Like
fucking missing a trick there. There's an open market, wide open. There's a gap in the market. That's not a gap. That's a chasm. That's a chasm in the market.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
Stop recording now.
We need to get to our people. Cowboy hats. We need you to work.
Dragon's Den.
Straight in there. Next day. But in German as well. Hello.
Cowboy hats. Das Cowboy hat.
But this is the story. The story. So I bought myself a nice. The brand is Buff. I have one of their I have one of their scarves. They're pretty good. They're a pretty good brand when it comes to this line of accessory. Let's say.
See, I don't. Mine's not branded.
I know.
Like, you know what I mean?
I know.
Like,
I know. You're just
rough and ready.
Rough and ready.
That's the way we do it on the
absolutely.
Open plains.
And part of me kind of feels bad when I go. I'm like, I'm going to treat myself to a fucking nice hat now. Anyway, but I did. But then went out that evening for a walk. And I sat on a bench with my love
Andy,
life.
Foreboding, tragedy, foreboding. I feel it. What happened? To your hat?
I said, oh, why don't you try on the hat?
And
then to my lovely wife. And she did. And then she handed me back the hat. And then when she handed me back the hat, I must have just put it down beside me and stood up and whatever. We walked back home. And then I got home, and about 2 hours later, I was like, where's the hat? Fuck. And tragedy, man. Fucking tragedy. But anyways, I'm over it now.
A hat like that, not going to hang around.
No,
someone's either going to steal it or shit in it, and either way, it's ruined.
I have adopted, as I've said in previous episodes, the urban forager lifestyle, and what I give back to the earth. What I get from the earth, I give back, and that's kind of the mantra I'm trying to take with this hat. Is that yes, did cost me €45. You're definitely really annoying.
You're in the red here.
I don't know. My flowers that I took out of the bin are really blooming back there. And I can't wait for you to get over here to see the pricelessness of these flowers.
You better keep them alive for another few days. But
actually, they've kind of bloomed now. I think they will have died by the time you get over here. But they bloomed just a week too early, I think. Maybe a week and a half.
Was there a moment where blame was in doubt over the hat, or did you instantly remember, I took the hat back and I put it
100%? I did deflect from my own idiocracy for a moment, just a brief moment, not a long one.
Those moments can be long.
They can be if you do not catch yourself in what
costly.
is yes, absolutely. I fully agree. However, I do believe, I can't remember now because you don't remember, like that was about a week and a half ago. But I believe I hit the eject button and acceptance hit very quick that I am the problem here.
Lucky for you, because that's a pity now. 45 quid. See, I think I paid a €5 or €12 or something for mine.
Absolutely, man. Fucking, I have hats that I found like myself on the street that
Yeah.
I'm still wearing that I cannot
Well,
lose, and I don't want to lose. If I'm perfectly
yeah,
honest,
yeah, yeah.
um, and if I'm going to lose something, I guess it's the new thing that I'm only attached to because of what the relationship we might
It's
have.
it's like
It's a relationship we
yes,
may have had, but we didn't.
yeah. It's like that new soldier at the front phenomenon. You know, nobody wants to get to know the new soldier at the front. It's better that he gets killed because they usually get killed first. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
so all the old veterans don't want to get to know the new guys because it's just harder when they get killed. You know, so it's kind of
Yeah,
like that.
very,
You're
very.
a
Yeah,
you're a veteran. You're a hero.
fucking hell, jeez. But I do. But you know what the thing is, Ed? I still cry for
Oh,
him. I still cry for those soldiers.
well, you're missing the point then. That's a nice hat, though.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, I did console myself with a cheap hat, and I went back to bed. But I also took it as the Earth's message telling me, because I wasn't fully convinced of myself with this hat either. I really wanted this style of
Oh,
hat,
you should have.
but I was
No,
going
you're
to
giving
push
up too
through. I was going
easily.
to push through. I not, well, it wasn't that I gave up. I lost the hat.
I know, but like, do you think I was, forgive the pun, brimming with
Oh,
confidence? This
no,
cat has a hat as a brim.
no, but you didn't.
When
You
I
didn't.
bought the cowboy hat, I
No, but
so
you
there
did.
was a lot
You
of
haven't lost it.
how
You haven't lost it,
how
man. That's
many cowboy hats did I walk past before buying the cheapest one?
are you?
I walked past at least another one, slightly more expensive.
uh, um, I didn't. I don't think. I don't count it as giving up. I count it
Okay,
as it being. Yeah, the earth. Whatever powers that be have
right.
decided. Me, myself, and my stupidity have decided that this hat was not
You're
for me.
you're
Yes,
subconscious.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I do feel like that's
Your
that's
sub,
at play here, because
your
I did have question marks about the hat. I
your
did.
subconscious self is fucking trolling you. Like you look stupid in that, man. We're
Absolutely.
leaving that there.
It's very weird to buy something that you really want, but your mind is subconscious is telling you don't. You should,
Shit.
and you
That
just
happens to me.
ignore.
That happens to me all the time. Why do you wear? I'm wearing a Diesel T-shirt.
Yeah, notice that brand
A,
central over here.
a brand, like you know what I mean? Like, but that's 90% of T-shirts in Ireland
It's
are
just
like
diesel.
this. They have something written on them. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I've got a source. I've got a Danish source for my plain teas now. That's where I go. I go to Copenhagen.
Plain tees. Come here. I want to make sure. Did I make a pun there? Is it called a brim on a hat?
It is. It is
It is.
the
Okay.
brim. Yeah,
Okay. That's all right.
I
I'll make
blasted
sure.
through it. I thought that's what
That's good.
you would
You're
have
right.
appreciated that.
You should treat puns like that. They are
Yeah, yeah.
terrible. People who do puns are terrible. But
Sometimes.
like sometimes they're okay. I wanted to make sure it was a pun because the people who think they do puns but haven't done puns are even worse than the people who actually do puns. There's a hierarchy of arsehole. I
Yeah,
just wanted to make sure I wasn't the lowest one.
I'm
Um,
pretty confident it's a brim.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Brim,
confident.
brim.
I don't spend enough time talking about hats. Actually, this is the most I've spoken about hats.
It had to happen, man. It had to happen. Do you want? Do you want?
Hat,
Do you want to?
hat, hat.
Do you want to? Do you want a vocabulary test? Can I test you on some vocabulary? Just for
Absolutely.
fun.
Yeah.
I can't even fucking
As long
remember.
as it's for fun.
Right, what does this word mean? All right, did you hear that?
Did you
Sorry,
set this up?
I did, because there are words in books that I didn't know, and I was like, what are these words? What do
no.
these words
I'm
mean?
not gonna know what these mean either. Okay, go on.
You
So,
might
yeah.
know this one, because they're both from are they both from Irish books? No, one's from an Irish book and one's from an English writer. Obsequies.
Is it obsequies or obsequious?
Oh, you might be right. What did you say?
Obsequious?
What's that?
Obsequious. Is it like deceptive or something like that? No.
No, sorry, man. I actually can't see your face now because I'm looking at the definition here.
Ah.
It's what did I say?
Obsequies.
Obsequies. The traditional formal ceremonies or rites performed at a funeral are called the obsequies.
Oh, I did not. Oh, okay, no,
There
I've
you
never
go.
heard of that.
So you can throw.
Obsequies.
Hmm.
Never heard that word before in my life.
And this one is from. I think I've told you I'm trying to read the Huckleberry Finn, The Adventure in Trying to. I am reading. I'm successfully doing. I can read.
Apparently, that book is quite racist. Is that correct?
It refers to Jim the slave as N-word Jim. But
okay.
It's also set in that time, and from what I've read of Mark Twain, he was quite progressive, as in he was just telling a story as it was in that time, and
using the
as in the
time.
pro, he was whatever blue shirt. Is that right? I don't know if he was a blue shirt. I'm actually fucking really pulling that out of my arse now. Mark Twain. Anyway, but the word was doxologer. Doxologer.
Definitely don't know what that is. A doxologer.
Doxologer, yeah. It's a short hymn or expression or praise to God, as in, so that the line in the story is the crowd completely falls for his performance and immediately bursts into a doxologer.
Wow, what a cool word, doxologer.
And now I might be saying that arseways. Both of those words might be. But anyways, just because we got into words that we didn't know. Sorry.
So many of them.
So many.
So many cool words. Doxologer.
So that's hats covered. And that's
what was the music? What was the music at the start?
The music at the start. Oh yeah. So that was apologies for the shit quality, but I've noticed that the more some of these gigs that I go to, fucking, if it's not like a guy on a guitar or a girl on a guitar with just playing that, and then the recording is just, sometimes it actually sounds like even to hear that recording, it sounds like it's done in a person's bedroom with some kind of very, very primitive recording equipment. But it was at the where in Gerlitzer Park, where we've kind of mentioned a good few times,
where we recorded an episode.
Oh, where we recorded an episode is right. There is, at one end of that, there's a commune there, a kind of people kind of living just. It's a shared community. It's one of these kind of shared communities where everyone makes the rules for where they live. But they've got a lovely space back there, just beyond the bridge that used to separate east and west of Berlin. And once a year they have a summer fest, a summer party. And they open up their own private grounds to everyone that is passing by. And also they have an amazing kind of amphitheater kind of space there for bands and gigs. And so I was there with my younger son, and so we were just passing by, and that was like, but again, I got a couple of recordings, but that was just some of the music that was passing by. Actually, I don't even know the name of the girl that was written down, but I don't think it necessarily that was important. Maybe for her it is. Not, but I don't think she wants me to use that recording. So, as in, it's just not quality. But so it was a festival on there, and it was really nice. It's such a beautiful place back there. It kind of it sent me down a rabbit hole of kind of looking up kind of places. So like it's like it's what do they call it? They call it the Cafe Commune. It's kind of fucking no. I had a nicer thing, but anyways, it's
kind of wagons. There's kind of wagons and stuff parked up there.
Exactly, like a Wonderly wagon type scenario, kind of like. But in a, how big a space would it be? You would probably know. How do you know sizes?
Like half an acre, maybe. Half an acre space.
Maybe I would say even a bit more.
Wow, that big! Wow.
Yeah, it's really it goes right back, and it's such a beautiful place back there, and just like everyone, they all live in these wagons all year round, and like they have their own kind of bill system for making electricity, or ways for making electricity, and kind of making money, and just kind of keeping the commune going. But then I kind of looked up how it started, and it's really interesting that the rabbit hole that I ended up going down was. When you looked it up, it was the first thing I was going to was a group of people that set up in Gerlitzer Park in 1989. It was so this was, I don't think this was necessarily, there is, if you ever go to Gerlitzer Park, there is this lovely commune back there. I don't think you're really allowed back there when it's not a summer fest, but there is an open area there, and you can buy a beer, and there's a little bar. But when I looked up kind of what this place was, I ended up kind of with this article from, it's called journal.denkeler photo.de. I'll put the link in, and I'd say it's something you're going to really enjoy kind of looking at, which is this company in 1989, which is obviously the year the Berlin Wall came down. It was this mutoid. The name of the art company was the Mutoid Waste Company. Excuse me. And they came over to Berlin, to West Berlin, and they set up a day in Görlitzer Park where they invited everyone in the place to bring their trash to Görlitzer Park, which I know kind of now seems like, oh, we've been still got that tradition going. But like,
And they never cleaned up.
they never cleaned up. But basically, this guy's come over from London, and they basically created kind of a Mad Max scenario where all the stuff was brought in, and for the whole day they were building. Like, just, you've seen some of the metalworks that have been there, especially in that place, Takalist. It used to be in kind of
Yeah.
Mitte. Like, there used to be the guys, that iron workers, that would just create these amazing sculptures out of iron or metals and trash and upcycling kind of thing. And but they set up this whole day, and then there's some gorgeous photos. So when you click on this guy, you can read the article about kind of how the day started with people just arriving, bringing trolleys, pinball machines, like anything they could find to this place. Anything that had wheels in it was
Okay.
was welcomed. And they just started turning Görlitzer Park into this massive kind of canvas for all this metal art. But in the center of it, then there was a destruction derby type thing going, where like people were just driving cars, because in the bowl wasn't grass; it was sand dunes. And you can actually, and in this article, there's like 65 pictures of all this stuff happening in 1989. But then there's like two videos, and people actually recorded 10 minutes of footage in 1989 of all this stuff happening there as
Oh,
well. It's
wow.
absolute. It's like on YouTube, and it's got like only about 20 or 30,000 hits. But it's just amazing footage, especially I guess if you've lived there in Berlin. And
Jesus.
so yeah, it's what the company's called, Mutations in the Mutoid Waste Company.
And why?
And
What connection have they got to that commune there now?
I watched a bit of like I only discovered all of this about 20 minutes before you've come on. So I've been kind of
Ah,
like, I would love to read through this, but I don't have enough time. So I watched one of the
right.
videos, and one of the second videos is of the guy who was in charge of this Mutoid Waste Company group. Obviously, this is all in 1989. I don't know if that company is still going, but he was a punk himself, and he had worked in all these kind of movies. Like, he had worked in Brazil, that movie Brazil.
Yeah.
It's a very dystopian kind of future movie, isn't it, Brazil?
I always thought it was based on that book 1984 by George Orwell, but I might be wrong on that one.
But it's the same kind of idea, but it's a dystopian
Yeah.
1950s, I think, is what they said here. But he worked on the sets for
Right.
that with like dystopian cars. So like, he was just really good at finding shite and turning it into something like mad, like whatever
Okay.
whatever it could be. And I think I don't know the reasons why they decided to go to Berlin to do it, but I guess that was Berlin at the time, was kind of rebellion, because he was a huge punk, and when you watch the video, you can see this is like a total punk scene, um, because it just looks like Mad Max, like just people just driving the most craziest contraptions you can imagine, and so yeah, so just like we will add the link to it, or I'll send it to you anyways, and we can add the link to the blurb for this
Mm.
week. But it's was just a really nice rabbit hole. Really hard not to kind of really stay kind of reading it the whole time. Oh yeah, and then
Yeah.
so there's three videos and there's a load of pictures. But then they said that in the article that because the wall was still up at that time, that they built a huge bird out of metal and called it the Peace Bird. And at the time, there was train tracks going across the Landwehr Canal that is there, and
Mm.
there was train tracks, and they put the Peace Bird on a track for trains, and they shoved it over to the east side of Berlin. And the what was it they said? So like, it was, yeah. So they During the night, border guards pushed the peace. Oh no, sorry, that was afterwards. So in the evening, the wild happening continued with the speeding, apocalyptic-looking monster vehicles and the high-tech junk music happening. During the festival, the mutoids had welded together a peace bird, mounted it on a rail vehicle, and pushed it along the still partially intact old tracks towards East Berlin, to the bridge over the Landwehr Canal, right up to the wall on Görlitzer Straße on the other side. It was intended as a gift to East Berlin. To the delight of the spectators, a border guard then spoke into a megaphone the now legendary sentence, "I demand that you cease your provocative actions." Or, well, that's a translation. So the legendary sentence is, "Ich fordere Sie auf, die Provokation Handlungen zu unterlassen." Yeah. So funny, like we demand that you cease your provocation. It's like a giant peace bird being pushed over to their side.
Oh, what a mad time. Ginny Mac, I'd love to have been there.
Watching the videos, it's you can totally feel it. Like you can look at it and go, that you can see this is bird, but like just people were different. Like 1989, I was 7 years old. There was none of the shit that we have right now. I know probably every generation says that, but I do believe we are in a bit of a fucking X-Men style evolutionary leap.
Oh, maybe. I suppose digitally, yeah, I guess. But
sorry, digitally, yes. No, well, I haven't, unless you've got your magic powers yet.
I don't want to talk about that on the air. I feel like I'd become a target, hunted down by the man. But sugar, I was going to ask something about that now, but that sounds really cool. That sounds like a really nice. So the Summerfest was on in that commune, and
yeah. It's nice. You go in.
How long does that last? Does it last a week or a day?
No, it's just a day, and it was. I've been to it before when it comes.
I know.
When it goes into
I
the
was
night.
Actually.
Were you there that night as well?
No, I was there once. Yeah.
It's just such a. Nice. It's really beautiful because the gardens. It's just very. I don't know, like. I don't. It's just a hippie. If you think a hippie commune, kind of like it's just got a lovely peace and love kind of attitude, but mixed in with a lot of very punkish kind of like you should be scared. But we love you. But we could fucking kill you. Come on in and sit down. You're dead.
Yeah. It's in a weird one where it kind of straddles Görlitzer Park on one side and everything that goes on in Görlitzer Park, good and bad. And then on the other side of it has the these brand new developments up along the canal as well. So it kind of straddles these kind of two worlds as well, I think. I just want to use the word straddle.
Yeah. It's excellent. Basically. Because I don't know what the new developments you're talking about.
No, they're like apartment blocks. Those kind of there's apartment blocks. Then beside it, if you walk on along, if it's the same place I'm thinking of anyway, if you walk along and it's on your left, let's say you're walking towards the Dryecke, and the canal's on your left hand side, or you're on the right hand side of the canal.
There's a lot of buildings there, but I wouldn't call them new buildings. That they're just kind of social housing. I don't.
Are they okay? Are they social housing? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything particularly. Gentrifical about.
Oh, I'm talking shite, so I'm talking about my arse. Okay, very good. Okay, they don't straddle.
Leave them alone. Fucking, they straddle something. They're just
they straddle nothing. They straddle us. They don't straddle shit.
But other than that, then it's been like it's been a quite a weekend. Then after that, it was nice to go to that festival, and then just as you said, the same baking hot here in Berlin, the same as you guys there. So it's just. It's nice. Well, it's nice.
Yeah, we had the Willie Clancy Festival here actually, and we went busking. Was I talking about this? No, I was not with this last week. Was I?
You were not, but we spoke briefly during the week.
Yeah.
So that was it. But yeah, Willie Clancy, your Willie Clancy, no, not debut. You were there last year as well, right?
I was, but I wasn't playing any music. So this is my first time playing airplay music at Willie Clancy. So last year I went there. I went with 2 kids, and we kind of wandered around aimlessly. It didn't work out very well because with young kids you need to have something to kind of maybe show them, or I don't know what it is, but you need to have some kind of plan. I think, in my experience anyway, and or something that kind of anchor what you're doing, and. So we're going to one of the biggest trad music festivals in Ireland, it's the Willie Clancy Festival, and it's on in Milltown Malbay in County Clare. And if anyone ever gets a chance to go up there, especially if the weather is good, it's an unbelievable atmosphere up there. It's brilliant. It's just a small little village, and it's completely just taken over by musicians. I think during the week, during the day, there's kind of more organized stuff. There's like classes and workshops and things like that. But then as the day progresses, the sessions become a bit more impromptu and like a bit more ad hoc, and people go busking and stuff like that as well. So it's very very nice, and it's all ages, like and absolutely fantastic. So went up last year, kind of wandered around, and like the kids weren't really feeling it. Like they were just kind of like, what we do now, kind of thing. So then we just kind of went home after an hour. This time I was like, okay, they've been playing a bit of music, so I said we're going to go busking instead. So I brought the guitar, we brought their instruments as well, and we had like 5 tunes, and we just went up and we just busked. I wish I had a recording of it now, but I don't. And we just busked for maybe like 2 hours or something like that, and made a few bob. I won't say how much, but for tax reasons.
Child labor. You're fucking already done, man.
But
you learn the songs.
You
got to pick a pocket or two.
So, but it's really nice. The weather was savage. Like, jeez, we were just out in the lovely weather, and there was everyone was very there was no incidences. You know what I mean? It was all just very nice.
Was there any very drunk person?
Yeah,
very drunk people.
Yeah, there was loads of. Actually,
even at that, like, what time were you there? What time are we talking here?
Between 5:30 and 8:30.
Okay, so there's been a good sup had by a few early on.
Oh God, definitely.
Who met up and watched a bit of horse racing, a bit of music.
Yeah, and like there was a good few like drunk people were out. Like, it was a Wednesday evening as well, and but it was so busy. It was crazy, and just a big party atmosphere.
I was going to say, is there many like young people there? When I'm talking young, I'm talking like, okay, say 18 to 25-year-olds.
Yeah, full of people like that. Yeah,
really, and just kind of because we never grew up in the trad scene, or you going to any of those trad festivals. I don't think you did, anyways, and
no.
And also, we would probably wondering what the fuck would we do? Would we have done at them? Because like it's apart from standing around and drinking, I guess
that's what you do.
That's what
if you're
does,
not.
like.
I think, to be honest, if you're not playing music, and if you're not drinking, and if you're not listening to music, you would be quite bored. You know what I mean? Like if you're not really into music, like because, so like there's nothing like for
that was where you failed the year before. Was you didn't get the girls drinking? That's exactly. Why did you skip drinking and go straight to the music, man? You should have
straight to the child labor.
Well, next week, you always have next year. Sure, they'll be the right.
We'll see. But yeah, no, it was lovely, and like it was funny. It was funny to see the girls. It didn't bother them at all, like just performing like on the street there, like they were just grand with it, and they started like banter with people a little bit every so often, and I can't remember what they said now, but another thing, like they have like one of them turned to me at one stage and said like older men are the most generous, they said, because it was all older men, like would get thrown in €2.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
They were already fucking scoping out who it is.
So they knew they had the demographic down, like for
grifters.
Yeah.
Where do we know where there's old people?
Interesting.
Old men. Where do we find old men?
So yeah, I thought it was funny. That's good. Actually, but then this one woman came along, and so it was me, like, and the two kids, and they were, were playing. And she just stopped. She was with her like partner, husband, I don't know, whatever. And she just stopped. She goes, "It's his birthday. Play him a song." And she looked completely normal. She's like, "Play him a song." And I just started playing "Happy Birthday." And two of them stood there, yay! They were dead happy with themselves, the two people. And I was like, great to be a few bob here now. Nothing. Sean's gone.
Thank you.
I was like, don't interact in that level if you're not going to give us
absolutely
something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they really sucked you in and just kind of used you, man. You were a threesome. You were in a threesome there.
I was a patsy.
But you were getting fucked by both people.
I hope both of them were thinking of me when they're making love later that night. Anyway, that was. But I really enjoyed it. I don't know anything about Willie Clancy. I think he played the uilleann pipes. But on a personal level, I don't. He's dead, like, but I don't know what he was like around that. So too late to get to know him, really.
I think you would have
But
been
yeah,
great together.
I think we would have been good buddies.
Would have you and Willie?
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Definitely. Once
But
he saw me in the hat, and I sent a photo. I was wearing the cowboy hat, obviously, because the sun was shining, and I had my guitar. And someone suggested I should have done Naked Cowboy.
that would have been probably difficult to unpack for your kids in later life, though.
Yeah, that's
It
the
would have
after
been
hours
just,
one.
yeah, that's yeah.
The after hours really classic.
You're definitely going to have to do more planning next year to just get the timing right on that one. You need a pickup. You need a
my stage name will be Willie Fancy at the Willie Clancy. I think that could work.
Willie Hansy. That's what they call me.
So yeah, that was like I can't pick out any particular pubs or anything like that for anybody. And then I told my two bandmates, I was like, look, you can go and buy like a treat for yourselves because you did something kind of cool today, something kind of special. And I should have just said you can have ice cream, but I didn't specify, so I went straight into the shop.
Ruined your day.
Yeah, they went straight into the shop, and we were there, no joke, for 30 minutes, them trying to pick something out. And like, I didn't want to ruin the magic, by going, would you come on to fuck? I mean, Jesus Christ, this is ridiculous. So I just let them off, but it was a bit of a lesson. I was like, why did I do that? That was so stupid. I'm better than that. I'm more experienced than that. What the fuck?
Yeah. You had already done the Willie Clancy thing. You had already seen with the future and known what needed to happen. So it's all a learning curve, man. It's all, I get laughed at for all the shit I bring on trips to parks and lakes and whatnot. But
do you?
By some.
I probably have laughed at you at one stage, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then we end up using all the stuff.
Yeah. Well, or at least I like to have it there as well. I bought a new trailer. I told you that last week.
You told me that, yeah. With
the
bike
still
lock.
just fucking beside my bed. Just like it. That's becoming a problem. That's actually affecting my relationship now. I never realized it could, but having a bike trailer beside your bed seems to kind of ruin the magic.
But you also never realized how turned on you'd be by a trailer either. So that was also a surprise to everybody.
I tell you, it just sits there now and bang my toe off the fucking drawbar every so often as well. But it's gonna be, I'm gonna fix it at some stage. Like it's got to happen today or tomorrow. It's got to happen tomorrow. I was fucking on fire today. I was a hairdresser. I was trying to put off giving my son a haircut today. I tried to put that off till tomorrow, but I was convinced otherwise. And that's fun. He's got a kind of like. He's got what's the one that everyone's the mullet is a mullet? Yeah, I guess he has a mullet. Doesn't he have a mullet? Like you've seen my kid. Is that a mullet? Because I'm not. I don't know.
I don't know. It's not the types of mullet like that. Like a lot of lads have like shaved along the sides of the heads.
Yeah, no, we don't.
Full on mullet on the back.
Yeah, no. I try to blend
it's not that
front to back nicely. Like it's gas. Like I don't know about this hairdressing, Lark, man. He has long hair. I just like it's really thick, so I just kind of YouTubed how to thin out thick hair, and it's just like there's a special scissors that you need to get. Like that's jagged. Have you?
Yeah, it's been used on me.
All right, and by professionals.
By professionals, by pros. Okay. Yeah,
by pros. I'm not, and I didn't really. So I just like even just like I just don't like. It's funny that. It's quite an art to be able to just glide through people's hair and hold it in position and then cut it. Because I just grab it like it's a fucking stick, a big lump of hair, and then after I've grabbed it like a stick, then I try to even it out in my hands to try and kind of spread it out. So I'm rolling it around in my hands, and then I just come along with this thing and I just go, and I've cut so much that when I slide it off, it can't slide because there's too much hair. So I have to open it up and all the hair that's been there. So I have to come back with a comb and then drag the hair out that I've just cut. Anyways, it's done now.
He won't be leaving you a tip.
He did not leave me, but he was. I have to say, he was pretty happy in the end, and I was pretty
Okay.
happy. Apart from one part where, like, as I said, I used this scissors that like is supposed to thin out hair, but I clearly thinned out too much in one part because you can clearly see it going in because there's no hair left. But I don't think anyone in my family's noticed yet.
That's
So
good.
yeah, so this and since nobody listens to the podcast,
They'll never know.
they'll never know. Well, he'll know in future years when he's running it through the.
Oh, he's gonna feel so angry. He's gonna be so
I think
angry.
he looks fantastic. He can carry it off. It's kind of fun doing the mullet because he's his hair is long enough that like if it goes totally wrong, we'll just cut it off. Like and he's kind of fine with that as well. So it's
Okay.
kind of like I've just I have an open playground to work with.
Nice. Okay.
So I just eyeball it constantly, just like I'm just looking at him. Like I don't know what all the hairdressers are doing with this whole like I just take a look at it. Beautiful,
Mm.
glorious.
A fella there, he's quite fast. The fella that cuts my hair, like quite aggressive is the wrong word, but it's like, but it's also not completely wrong. Like I've gotten a few dunks off the razor, you know,
Oh really?
every so often. Like he's coming at you hard, like you know what I mean. He's got to get this guy and get him out. It's like he's going for a Guinness World Record or some shit.
The sheep
And,
shearing champion.
Like exactly, yeah. He's gonna grab me by me hind quarters and fucking flip me over and shave me underbelly.
For some reason, just blows bubbles into your belly button every time afterwards. It's just like,
Yeah,
that's the weird. That's why we go there. That's why we actually go. It's the bubbles.
it would be.
It's the
That'd
bubbles in
be.
the belly button.
Well, I mean, it would take care of the conversation. You wouldn't have to talk about awkward stuff so much. You know what I mean? I told you about my awkward conversation with hairdressers, where like one guy asked me, "Am I into rugby?" And I said no, and I said, "Why are you?" He goes, "No." I was like, what the fuck were you going to do with that one, man? Where were you leading us? That was like one of the famine roads you nearly took us down there, you know? The bog roads to nowhere. Could have been the two of us there laying down planks for nothing.
Oh God, it's so funny
You
that
know?
someone would
It's
ask
an
that
art.
question.
It's an art. It's an art, though. A conversation is just a skill, like I think, you know.
I hope he's improved.
I haven't seen him now in a while, so I think he's
he's
gone.
greener
He's
pastures.
gone. Yeah. Toastmasters. Have you ever heard of Toastmasters?
No,
Do you know what that is?
no Toastmasters.
Yeah, it's a club. It's a club for people who want to work on their public speaking. I think it is, and it's a good idea actually. I think it's public speaking or debate maybe or it's things like that. So it's called Toastmasters, and I first heard about it like a good like maybe 10 years ago now at this stage I'd say, and but I haven't heard much about it since. And I think that's what it is. Group people come together and you know, somebody is chairing the meeting or whatever and might go, okay, we're going to discuss the pros and cons of Snickers, for example. And so somebody has to stand up and do all the pros of Snickers and somebody has to stand up and do all the cons of Snickers or something. And it could just be anything, like, you know what I mean? And you have to take the side. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Obviously, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be necessarily what you believe. It's just about making an argument, forming sentences and like communicating in public.
This is like all over Ireland or what? Or
I think it was anyway. Again, I haven't heard so much about it recently, but it certainly was a big thing, maybe 10 years ago or something. Anyway, my point was maybe that's where he's gone to this thing that probably doesn't exist anymore.
He's playing rugby. He's a professional rugby player now. He actually
For
turned his
Japan.
life.
For Japan.
Is he Japanese?
I don't know. I like the Japanese. I like the Japanese when they do stuff in sports. They're mad. And I think when they do anything, they're mad. So I just like them. I like to bring them into as many conversations as possible.
I'm willing this guy to be Japanese.
Come on, you bastard. Be Japanese, you bastard. Cut my hair and be Japanese. And weirdly, if you abbreviate Japanese to Japs, doesn't it sound quite disrespectful?
It does sound like it's Like
Derogatory.
the same derogatory term that Pakistani people would get. It's
Yes,
very
yes.
similar in a same way, which I didn't know was derogatory until it was pointed out. It was a long time
Didn't
ago.
know
It
that
was
either.
pointed out to me. Yeah,
But it does sound a bit weird, yeah. It does sound a bit like, it's probably because we've heard it used in negative contexts. And
well, I wouldn't. We know someone who, at least in Pakistani terms, we know someone who's called that because of his name is Pascal. I think. Like, just by avoiding
what?
saying any.
Run that by me again. Someone we know called
So
Pascal.
I'm attempting to dance around the term that is given to people from Pakistan.
Yeah,
Because
it's an abbreviated form of the word Pakistani,
yes,
and it's derogatory. When you hear it, you go, that's a little bit derogatory.
yes.
Saying that, yeah.
But we also know someone who is called that. Like we have Ireland's famous goalkeeper who scored.
Oh
or
yeah,
saved
yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah,
So
but that's his name.
yes,
His name is
but
Packy Bonner.
I don't know what my point was. Is that the reason why I get confused?
But like, because I mean his name is Packy. That's his name, Packy Bonner.
That's true. That's true. Packy Bonner, yeah, great goalkeeper. Jesus, a fine goalkeeper.
He was some hands in him. Like like yeah, I'm not sure where you were going with that one. I think you were right behind the peace bird on that train track. Fucking please desist your antagonistic behavior or whatever that guy said. But I just thought that was a weird one about the Japanese. Sometimes when you hear it shortened to Jap, it sounds weird, and it is. I presume it's insulting. I don't know. What? I've never heard what Japanese is in Japanese. Actually, obviously, it's not Japanese. How did we know? How did we come up with? How did the world come up with the word Japanese, and why do we not use their word? Same as German. Why do we say German and not Deutscher?
I guess do you want me to give an uneducated and useless answer to your question? Phonetics, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe is it just? I don't know.
I guess whenever I hear Japanese words and I say, okay, now I'll try and phonetically say what their word is for Japanese, but I'll spell it and I'll come up with JAP. I feel like, yeah.
Drop the J. Say it really aggressively in a really comedic way while doing a karate chop.
You've managed to circumvent the system. Well done.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you.
How many others can you do?
That's it. That's why I want to talk about Japan so much, because it's the only one I can do.
My God. We need to tell our friends, guys, we've got a way around it all.
Guys, you're not going to believe this, but Ed, without any third level education on this subject, has managed to be racist. Yeah, no, I'm kind of, do you know why they're in my head? It's because I'm back listening to that Dan Carlin podcast about them called Supernova in the East. It's all about the Japanese and World War II, but the first episode kind of covers their kind of cultural and military progress from like the early, I think, 1600s or something like that, up until the start of World War II. It's really interesting. Really, really good. They're like 3 hours long or something like that, each episode. Love them.
Yeah. How do you, would you be able to sit and listen to 3 hours straight in like a
No. Dive in and out.
I find I forget everything, especially with Dan Carlin, because there's just so much. So much.
He's amazing. Yeah. But maybe there's people saying that about us, Andy. Amazing. I don't know what is that. I always forget what the lads say. I always just can't hold on to what Andy and Ed talk about at all. Every episode,
it's too beyond.
I instantly forget what the fuck they were talking about. What is? They're amazing, though. They are amazing. They are amazing. Hats? Does that ring a bell? Nah, it's a music podcast, for fuck's sake. Why do we talk about hats? Doesn't make any sense at all.
We got music. There we go.
There we go.
There you go. Have your fill. You've had your fill. Now back to the discussion.
If do you have a favorite nationality, Andy?
Oh God.
People that you're God, I always meet cool X.
Oh Jesus. Have you always met cool Japanese people?
Not always. I mean, like, no, but you know what I mean. Like, I've had very, very, very positive encounters with Filipinos, people from the Philippines. I just but also like work with a lot of Polish people, and I have a lot of positive, almost universally positive there as well. You know, there's loads of Polish people in Ireland, and I have to say.
And are they okay with Poles? Are they? Have we okay at that? That one's made it past the.
I think so.
Pole.
I think they're okay with that. It's never come up. I'll ask the next Polish person I meet.
My son gave me that joke the other day. You know why they call Poland Poland?
Why?
Because it's full of Poles.
Nice.
It makes sense on all the levels. Like just
it does.
There's multiple levels of that. That it's yes, and yes. Two levels actually.
Just that's it. Really. Yes and yes. My eldest said to me, said, "Daddy, you're so fat. When you got into bed, you fell out of both sides."
Nice.
It's a good fat joke.
That's an excellent fat joke.
Yeah, you fell out of both sides. And
where did she get that?
I don't know where she got that one. And then she said it was, "You're so fat. You're the reason double doors were invented." It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's not as good as the first one. I think you should have given me that one first and hit me secondly with the.
I think people seem to like both of them, Andy.
Well, looking at the numbers here on the side, it seems like both have actually come in very close. Yeah, that's true. I can't argue with the numbers.
The numbers don't lie. Both are stacking a zero. Both of them. Zero reactions, zero retweets, zero likes. Yeah, they're neck and neck. You're right.
Oh man.
So yeah, that was my music thing. It was Willie Clancy. I wish I'd gotten clips, but there was one or two good clips, but mainly I was messed. Oh, I tried to play Inisheer and Tin Whistle. I think I was telling you that during the week.
Oh yeah,
made up balls of it.
Why did you? You don't.
I got in my head that it sounded better than playing it on the guitar, and but
that's Inisheer's like.
That's correct. Yeah. It's a slow air, like yeah, it's a slow air. But it sounds quite nice on the guitar. I should have just played on the guitar. And
were the other bandmates playing as well?
Yeah, concertina. I thought the Tin Whistle went nicely with the concertina, but I was wrong.
Did you give it a couple of goes or just the one?
No, I never stopped trying it. It's only in hindsight.
At what point were you like? And was it just? It sounded shit. Like, is it because of your? Like, let's be honest. It's your first. It's not your first instrument.
I kept on making mistakes. Believe it or not, Andy, Tin Whistle is my first instrument. I learned it tried to learn it in primary school, but gave up very quickly because none of my friends were doing it. I feel stupid now, but that's the truth.
Hey, no, fuck you. All those friends are still your friends.
No, what?
You feel stupid.
No, in primary. This is in primary
right.
school.
Okay, right. Okay, my apologies.
Yeah,
okay.
when I was like 7 or 8, like so. You weren't on the scene, Andy.
No. Well, I was coming onto the scene actually. I was just appearing on the scene actually in your scene around that time.
Oh yes.
So there you go.
Probably. Yeah. So you weren't playing Tin Whistle though.
No, that's
no
true.
Interest.
Actually, I only beat people up that played Tin Whistle. That was my thing.
With the Tin Whistle, that was the irony. So many layers. So I look Inisheer. Yeah, I just kept on fucking up the same part every time. I just couldn't get into my head what I was doing. So I just whatever. I shouldn't have done it. Regret.
And did you see any good sessions? Did you go anywhere at all and watch a few
No,
sessions?
we didn't.
Or is it
We
tricky
didn't.
with the girls?
It's just tricky with the girls. So we were walking down the street and we saw some really good buskers, like really excellent buskers, and we picked a spot.
Playing covers or
No, just plain
mixture?
trad. It's all trad.
it's all trad. So everyone that's right, okay.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
all
singing.
trad. No. I sang a bit while the girls were eating their food, and got nothing for it. Nobody even. No, I sang "Hurt" by Johnny Cash, and I sang what was the other one? "Candle in the Wind," the sad version.
Really?
And no, I didn't sing either of those. No, make it sound like I was depressing everyone. But
Hey, "Hurt" was the very first song I ever played.
go away, yeah.
It was. Yeah, it was.
That's a
would say.
real mood fucking killer, man.
That
I'm not being smart like that.
or "Wonderful Tonight" by Eric Clapton. I can't remember which one was
Jesus,
the first one.
weird.
Yeah.
Weird. Off the what? Were you trying to get into someone's pants with Eric Clapton?
I think
Why
that
did you
was.
learn that
I think that was just there for It always went down well.
You look wonderful.
Yeah, it's a different
Just
man.
like the pants. Pants followed straight away by your pants.
No, yeah, most likely mine. But yeah, most likely mine. Why is it most likely mine? Yeah, most likely mine. That always gets my pants off. Just me singing the song to myself.
That's what you say when you're getting dressed. They're most likely mine. And like they're two weird songs to learn first.
Yeah, "Hurt." I played it in Thailand. I remember because, and it was just. I think it was almost because it was. I was only starting to kind of go out with my now wife. It worked.
Okay.
So
Proven track
really
record.
into broken men. Yeah, and then "Wonderful Tonight." It was actually in the same time of life. It was in a. This is why I can't remember which one came first, because there was this hotel that we used to go to when we were teaching in the Middle East in UAE near in Ruwais, and there was a hotel we went to, and for some reason there was an outdoor. I was only saying this to someone recently. My fucking memories are shot. But anyways, there was some sort of big summer party happening in this hotel. It was fucking very, very glamorous, and then I don't know how I ended up on the stage, but I did. Oh, I remember now. It was shit. Yeah, it was. We were having they were doing the Rose of Tralee. It was real Rose of Tralee, and we had to choose a rose from where we came from, Ruwais, and like there was only like a couple of people entering it from our place, and so we had a night where it was like the Rose of Ruwais, and I was seeing. So this was after I was with my now wife, and the girl that we were all supporting. Her, it doesn't matter what her name was, but for some reason I got up and I sang that song, kind of as a, go on the Rose of Tralee, kind of. You look wonderful tonight.
Just in case you thought you looked haggard going for this beauty contest, I'm just here to confirm for you. You look wonderful tonight.
The fact that the last verse is like, "It's time to go home now, and I've got an aching head, so I give her the car keys. She takes me home to my bed." Like the whole rest of it is just about how beautiful she is and how memorized, but now it gets into the smutty. And then I tell her, as I turn out the lights, I say, "Darling, you're mine now."
Pants off. Do, 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 do.
So
Look, do you know what? I have to retract. That's probably you learned that song and actually managed to play it in probably the only acceptable place to play that song.
There you go. But
if you whipped that out,
I would never whip that out in front of you guys. No. That was a time of life. I can't remember why, but it was. It's also an easy song to learn.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyways, it's time to go home now, and I've got an aching head, so I'll give her the car keys. Eric.
He why is he saying he's got a sore head if he's on for funny business.
Oh yeah, it's kind of. Maybe he's not then. Yeah, maybe he's sincere. And then I tell her as I turn out the lights, "You look wonderful tonight." Good night, everyone.
Oh, we got to get to the bottom of this.